Hello class ninth. Today we are going to start with the topic Subordinate Court, which is a part of Civics, lesson 6, page number 57. Main objectives: Introduction, Civil Courts or the Courts of District Judge, their structure and composition, Criminal Courts of Session Courts, their structure and composition, Court of Revenue, reform introduced by Criminal Procedure Act of 1973, Lok Adalat meaning and advantages. Today we will discuss civil courts. Before discussion of the topic, we must know the following terms like subordinate courts, courts which function at the district level and below. Investigation, the action of investigating something or someone. Civil courts, civil court exercise jurisdiction in cases related to land, property and money transactions. Criminal courts exercise jurisdiction in classes related to murder, robbery, theft, assault. Court of Revenue, this court deals with the cases related to the maintenance of land revenue. Court of District Judge, it is a principal or the highest court of district. It decides both civil and criminal cases. High Court. High Court means the highest court of the state. State Public Service Commission. State Public Service Commission is a small department that has been created to support the commissioners in the execution of their functions. Allowance, money paid regularly to someone to cover travel, petrol, medical expenses, etc. Jurisdiction, area of control, Shetty Commission, First National Judicial Pay Commission, monetary matter related to money, arbitration, the use of an arbitrator to settle a dispute, guardianship, position of being legally responsible for the care of someone who is unable to manage their own affairs. District judge, when a judge decides the civil cases, he is called the district judge. Session judge, when a judge decides the criminal cases, he is called session judge. Will is a document which a person specifies the management of his belongings after his death. Now let's start the topic, introduction. As we know, an independent judicial setup is the most important for any federation. It ensures an authentic means genuine, interpretation of the constitution and also resolve disputes. The Constitution of India provides such a judicial setup in India, which is single integrated judicial for whole of the country. Each lower court is subordinate to its higher court with the Supreme Court at the top. Just have a look on the hierarchy of the courts. Supreme Court, highest court of the country, or it is called apex court. High Court, highest court of the state. Lower court, it is also called subordinate court. It works at the district level. Today we will discuss the subordinate court which works at district level. The courts at the district level and below are known as subordinate courts. The main burden of primary investigation means initial inquiry and decision there are under fall with the subordinate courts. The administration of justice in each district in India is entrusted to their three types of the courts like civil courts, criminal courts, court of revenue. The organization and structure of the subordinate courts are generally uniform throughout the country. Now let's come to the reading part. Just see, lesson 6, subordinate courts. The courts of the district level and below are known as subordinate courts. Subordinate courts means helping courts which work at the lowest level. The main burden of the primary investigation. Primary investigation means initial inquiry and decision thereunder fall on the subordinate courts. The administration of the justice in each district in India is entrusted to the three types of courts as we have discussed like civil courts, criminal courts and court of revenue. Civil courts or the court of district judge. The courts of the district judge is the highest court in a district. The district judge and additional district judge are appointed by governor with the consultation of chief justice and the other judges of high court. Other judges and magistrates of these courts are appointed by the State Public Service Commission on the basis of competitive examination. Their pay and allowances are decided by the state concerned from time to time. These courts are graded from lowest level to the district level. Civil courts exercise jurisdiction means area of control in class related to the land, property, monetary transactions, arbitration, marriage, divorce, guardianship, and will. Now let's come to the reading part. Civil courts, court of their district, judge their structure and composition. The court of district judge is the highest civil court in a district. The district judge and the additional district judge are appointed by governor in consultation with the chief justice of other judges of high court, as we have discussed. Other judges and magistrate of these courts are appointed by State Public Service Commission. As we have discussed, State Public Service Commission is a smallest unit from which the state judicial service on the basis of the competitive examination. They are appointed through competitive examination. Their pay and allowances are decided by the state concerned from time to time. Their pay and other allowances, they are decided by the state concerned from time to time. These courts are further graded from lowest level to the district level. They deal with the civil cases of the various kind. Civil court exercise jurisdiction in case related to the land, property, and monetary transactions, matter related with money, arbitration, marriage, divorce, guardianship, and will. Will is a document which tells about the management of the belongings of a person after his death. Just have a look on the civil courts. The hierarchy of civil court, the district judge or the additional judge court. The other one is court of civil judge, munsif's courts or the court of sub-judge, and court of the small causes. Now we will discuss court of the district judge. It is the highest court of the district. It decides both civil and criminal cases. Judges who decide the civil cases is called district judge, and who decides the criminal cases is called session judge. In some states, the additional district judge are appointed by the governor in consultation with the concerned states of the and high court. Qualification: in order to appointment of the district judge, and candidate must be an advocate of at least 7-year standing period, or the officer in the judicial service of the union or the state concerned. The district judge also acts as a deputy commissioner or district collector. He maintains law and order as well as supervises the collection of revenue taxes from the district. Thus, he possesses administrative power in the addition to the judicial power. Small courts or the petty courts are known as the courts of first instance and headed by the civil judge. Junior division, these are the two categories like temporary and permanent. Now let's come to the reading part. Court of District Judge. It is the highest court of the district. It decides both the civil as well as the criminal cases. When a judge decides the civil cases, he is called district judge. And when he decides the criminal cases related to the murder, theft, and dacoity, he is referred as a session judge. In some states, the additional district judge are appointed by the governor in the consultation with the chief justice of the concerned high court. As we have discussed, they are called additional session judges while dealing with the criminal cases. In order to appoint as a district judge, the candidate should be an advocate of at least 7 years standing or an office in the judicial service of the union or the state concerned. The rules regarding the transfer, leave, and the terms and condition of the district judge and the additional district judge are formulated by the high court concerned. Rules related with the transfer and the leave, terms of the conditions of the district judge, they are all appointed by the high court concerned. As you know, the small courts or the petty courts are known as court of the first instance. These courts are headed by the civil judge junior division. Civil judge junior division have the jurisdiction in class where the value of subject matter is small. There are the two categories like temporary and permanent. They have rights to settle claims, litigation where the value of subject matter is small. The civil junior division is temporary, holds the jurisdiction to settle claims, litigation where the value of subject matter is of from rupees 1 till 10,000. On the other hand, the civil judge junior division permanent holds the jurisdiction to settle claims, litigation where the value of subject matter is in between rupees 1 till 25,000. The value of the suit or litigations are fixed by the state government from time to time. Moreover, there is no finality of the judgment. It means the judgment is not final. If any of the party is not agree with the judgment, they can go to the next level of the court through appeal. Before the implementation Shetty Commission report, Civil Judge Junior Division was known as Munsif. Now let's discuss about little Shetty Commission. Shetty Commission report was prepared by Justice Jagannath Shetty on 21st March 1996. Shetty Commission was commission which further defined the judicial system. It told about the powers and jurisdiction of the each level of the court like district court, high courts and Supreme Court. Now let's come to the reading part. Small courts or the petty courts are known as the court of first instance. As we have discussed, these courts are headed by the civil judge junior. These are the two categories like temporary and permanent. And they have the right to settle the claim and litigation where the value of subject matter is small. Civil Judge Junior Division holding the that is jurisdiction of rupees 1 till 10,000. It means the Civil Judge Junior Division holds the jurisdiction to settle claims, litigation where the value of subject matter is of rupees 1 till 10,000. Civil Judge Junior Permanent holds jurisdiction of rupees 1 till 25,000. It means, on the other hand, the Civil Judge Junior Division Permanent holds the jurisdiction to settle claims and litigation where the value of subject matter is in between rupees 1 till 25,000. There is no finality of the judgment. As we have discussed, the judgment given by the judge is not final. They can go for the appeal. Earlier, before the implementation of the Shetty Commission report, Civil Judge Junior Division was known as Munsif, as we have discussed. Court of Civil Judge or Sub-Judge. There is the Court of Civil Judge which is known as the Civil Judge Senior Division on the civil side and settle the claims and litigation where the value of subject matter is of 25,001 to unlimited in UP. Civil Judge Senior Division settle claims and litigation in Delhi where the value of subject matter is up to rupees 20 lakh. In Bombay, Civil Judge Senior Division has the jurisdiction to settle claims and litigation where the value of subject matter is up to rupees 50,000 and in Chennai up to rupees 10 lakhs. Now let's come to the reading part. Court of Civil Judge or Sub-Judge. Now it is known as the Civil Judge Senior Division. It holds the jurisdiction of rupees 25,001 to unlimited in Uttar Pradesh, as we have discussed. Pecuniary jurisdiction means related jurisdiction in Delhi and Presidency towns like Delhi up to rupees 20 lakhs, Bombay up to rupees 50,000, Chennai up to rupees 10 lakhs. It means the Civil Judge Senior Division settle claims and litigation in Delhi where the value of subject matter is up to 20 lakh, in Bombay up to rupees 50,000 and Chennai up to rupees 10 lakhs. Principal Civil Court. In certain matters, probate and matrimonial matters, the court has the original jurisdiction. Probate means probate is a legal process that takes place after someone dies. Matrimonial matter, rights and duties derived from marriage. Or probate, the dictionary word of the probate is the official providing of a will. Now, will is what? Will includes, will is a document in which a person specifies a method to be applied in the management and distribution of his wealth after the death. We can say probate is the court supervised process of the authentication a last will and testaments of the deceased made one. Original jurisdiction means, it means in common law, the system original jurisdiction of the court is the power to hear the case for first instance. Principal Civil Court has the original jurisdiction in the matter of probate and matrimonial, except the presidency towns like Bombay, Kolkata, and Chennai, and the state of Delhi. These courts possess the power to settle the claims and litigation where the value of subject matter is up to 5 lakh through the appellate jurisdiction, means power to review or revise a lower court decision. Now let's come to the reading part. Principal civil courts. In certain cases of the probate, as we have discussed, and the matrimonial matters, this court has the original jurisdiction, means when the cases are heard for the first instance, simultaneously except the presidency towns, Bombay, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai, and the states of Delhi are. These courts possess the appellate jurisdiction up to rupees 5 lakhs, means they can hear the cases through appeals. Criminal courts. These courts deals with the criminal cases like violence, rioting, physical assault, murder, etc. Violence means behavior involved by force. Rioting means violent disturbance. Physical assault, physical harm. Murder, unlawful killing. Criminal courts or the session courts in districts are divided into the three categories: Court of Second Class Magistrate, Court of First Class Magistrate, and the Session Court. Court of Second Class Magistrate have the power to sentence a person to imprisonment for not more than 1 year or impose fine up to rupees 5,000 or both. Court of First Class Magistrate has the power to impose fine up to rupees 10,000 and imprisonment of the 3 years or both. The highest criminal court in a district is the session court. He can award the capital punishment. Capital punishment means death punishment for the crime subject to approved of High Court. Now let's come to the reading part. Criminal court, session court, their structure and composition. These courts deal with the criminal cases like violence, rioting, physical assault, murder, etc. As we have discussed, criminal cases or the session court is the district are divided into the three categories: Court of Second Class Magistrate, Court of First Class Magistrate, and Session Court. Now let's discuss one by one. Court of the Second Class Magistrate. Comparatively, certain serious criminal cases are dealt with these magistrates. They can sentence a person to imprisonment for not more than 1 year or impose fine rupees 5,000 or both. Means they are having the power to imposing the fine rupees up to 5,000 and imprison up to 1 year or both. Court of the First Class Magistrate. These magistrates take up still more serious criminal cases and award imprisonment up to the 3 years or fine up to rupees 10,000 or both. Means they are having the power to impose the fine up to 10,000 or imprisonment up to 3 years or both. The Session Court. The highest criminal court is a session court. The district judge of the civil courts works as a session judge. Additional district judge also function as the additional session judge. Cases of murder, dacoity, violence are heard by the session judge. He can award capital punishment, means death punishment, subject to approval of the High Court. Children, today we do till here, and you will have to reread this part and learn the basic terms and kindly follow SNAP homework. Thank you.